Making friends? I would say the majority of cats that we trap are usually friendly. That's the sort of the landscape that most of the cats out on the street are friendly. They're getting to the point where they might not be able to get socialized anymore if we don't catch them now. So I'm trying to catch them as soon as possible.
Stray cats are a massive problem in Philadelphia. According to the city's animal care and control team, roughly 400,000 stray and feral cats live outside. They can suffer from abuse, diseases, or exposure to extreme weather. As natural predators, cats can also pose a threat to endangered wildlife. Local organizations like the Cat Collaborative are trying to help by trapping cats and having them spayed or neutered, which can slow their population growth. If they are friendly, they will ideally be adopted, but feral cats are returned to the street. This method is known as TNR, which stands for Trap, Neuter, and Return, Rescue, or Respond, depending on the organization. To understand how stray and feral cats became so common in Philadelphia, we joined the Cat Collaborative for a day.
People have convinced themselves that a 9-pound fluffy cat or dog that was living in your house somehow has the skills to survive outside as if it was a lion or a tiger. They hear their neighbors passing out kittens, now they do want a cat. Haven't thought through what that commitment means, right? So they take in the cat, the kitten. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months later, that unfixed, still cat starts doing normal cat stuff, like clawing the furniture or marking or trying to get out to mate. And at that point, they change from I want a cat to I don't want a cat anymore. And out the door it goes.
Because cats reproduce so quickly, even one unfixed cat released outside can cause a population boom. Female cats can breed as young as 6 months old, and they usually breed 2 to 3 times a year. Without proper care, roughly 3 kittens end up surviving the birthing process on average. We were able to use this data to simulate the growth of a small cat colony over a period of 2 years. Each tiny square represents a cat, and its color denotes whether it's a male or a female. A red square is a male, and a yellow square is a female. Without any human intervention, a colony starting with just 1 pregnant stray cat can balloon to almost 100 cats in only a couple of years. Compare that to a cat colony where TNR is heavily used. Let's say we trap and fix 75% of the cats, a year into the formation of the colony. The total population is now around 30, which is a massive improvement. However, scientists have found that at least 75% of stray cats in a colony must be trapped and fixed in order for TNR to be effective. If we only trapped, say, 20%, then the cat population spikes would continue. Of course, it's better to perform TNR in colonies before they grow to the hundreds, which is exactly what Hillary from the Cat Collaborative did in Northwest Philadelphia.
So I'm just putting some food. I put some newspapers down first to kind of line the trap so that it's easy for the cats to walk along. And then I put some food in my bowls here. And then I'm gonna bring them over. And I've got my covers ready to go, so when somebody goes in I can cover them up. And then we'll be ready to go.
After a TNR group like the Cat Collaborative traps a cat, it enters an intricate pipeline of volunteer-led groups throughout Philadelphia. First, the cat is sent to a vet to be fixed and receive medical care. Afterwards, the cat can be taken in by a dedicated rescue organization, a temporary foster home, or adopted by a permanent owner. Aside from the financial challenges of running an animal welfare organization, social issues can also pose a challenge to those trying to help animals.
I typically shop in Kensington, the Harrogate neighborhood, and Frankfurt. I feel like it's the main problem is like education. They just don't really know what I'm doing or why I'm in their neighborhood, and it like offends them that I'm coming in and changing things that they've been used to for 20 years. Like they've grown up there, the cats have always been on their block.
Right.
So to them, I'm coming up and like disrupting the system, and the cats do help with the mice problem. But we also have the opposite. Of course, like people are like, get these cats out of here. Like they don't like them, they smell, they have fleas obviously because they're outside. They keep getting pregnant. People get upset about that. So there's definitely two sides.
To get a sense of the impact of these organizations, we can look at their cat intake data. In the last 2.5 years, the Cat Collaborative has rescued almost 14,000 cats. Given that roughly 400,000 stray and feral cats still live outdoors in the city, it represents progress, but indicates that there is still more work to be done.
Are you generally optimistic about the future of stray cats in the city? Do you think it's a problem that might stay constant or even decline in the future?
I'll give you the honest answer. I'm not. I think there are too few people working too large of a problem. It really does seem like we're underwater. And we need more help from inside the community. The majority of people who are doing TNR or are doing rescue work are not from the neighborhood where that work is happening or where the need is, right? So you have two different communities that are coming together with different needs and different values and different times and things like that. If more members of the community where the need was were pitching in, you might see a reversal of this. There's a concept in many of the North Philly blocks that I work and West Philly blocks that I have visited of a block captain. Some senior member of the local community who's been there for a long time who has sway over the other residents. If we could get those people to communicate to their neighbors that this is not tolerated here, we don't do this, right? I think you could find the beginning of a mindset change.